just because of their ball and body movement. But I think defensively, they're just as unique. I think that some of those transition threes that we gave up in the first half off live ball turnovers are just hard to overcome. I know that they shoot a lot of threes, but when you give them the ball and they're able to shoot it early in the clock in an uncontested broken floor, I thought that was probably the difference in that run in the first half. I know we started with consecutive stops, but we turned the ball over at too high of a rate on the road against them, and then we didn't get fouled near enough to give us a chance.
Last saw Nebraska 2 years ago in the
Yeah.
NCAA tournament. How similar, different was this team compared to that?
I love Coach. I think he's all that's right about college athletics. I think he speaks the truth, lives the truth. I think he still cares about people, whether they're young or old. And so that was a lot going on in college athletics the last time we played Nebraska, specific to Nebraska and specific to Texas A&M. But I've known Coach since I was at Marquette and he was at Iowa State, actually since he was with the T-Wolves. I've just always had great appreciation and admiration for who he is. I mentioned to him pregame, I said, I know you're not going to tell me everything, but I started our prep by watching the game. And I haven't unpacked all of my boxes yet. So it was just kind of off memory because I couldn't find all of my stuff. And then I began to watch their last 5 games. And I said, Coach, it seems like you're a little more committed to the low man like we were when we played last time. He said, yeah. And I said, it looks like your ball screen coverage is a lot more aggressive than the last time. Yeah. And I said, offensively, it looks the same. I know your son kind of changes the ambiance a little bit, but I really enjoy studying them. I do not like playing against them. Similar to, he was talking about that left-handed guard that played at Ranger Junior College, wore a headband. Yeah, and I couldn't pronounce his name, but I knew who he was talking about. And it seems like an eternity ago that we played that game. This team is better. Sneaky Final Four good, because the volume of threes that they make and the percentage of those threes that they shoot that they make, and then they're so committed to keeping the ball out of the paint. And so, you know, like when you look at their analytics, it's easy to see what they're trying to do offensively, but it's also really easy to see what they're trying to do defensively. And so it's almost a contrast in styles in what they do. And that's hard to accomplish. And I think the connectivity of their team is obvious from just watching them on film. I don't know any of the players, but I thought that team that we played was really good. I think this team is better. And I think their ability to execute what Coach has changed and adjusted on both sides of the ball is really good.
From your perspective, Andre Mills had 19 points, but went a little bit quiet in the second half. What do you see from him?
Well, this is his 28th game. He's had a great month, dramatically better in the month of February than he was in the month of January. Similar to what Coach said yesterday in media availability, I think the scouting report on Dre has changed somewhat. As it relates to maybe ball screen coverage, I think his efficiency still has a long way to improve. I think our program this season, this team, we're so dependent on trying to skew our points per possession offensively from free throw makes. And like any coach, we want to make more than the opponent attempts. And tonight, they shot 17 more than we made. So we didn't get fouled, and Dre is a guy that we need to get fouled, but then we fouled too much as well. And so I don't know if it was specifically Dre you know, we were 7 of 8, which we're happy we shot 88%, but that's not enough points for us relative to our deficiencies offensively. And then you're just, it's just bad math when as many threes as they shoot and as many threes as they make. And we were better. We held them under their typical volume of threes. We held them under their three-point field goal percentage. But I would say that is probably the most most free throws they've made in any game this year against a Power 4 team. We just fouled too much.
Anything else, Coach?
All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks for looking.